Let's discuss analyzing categorical data. This is the summary for lesson 11.1. Okay, so we have basically in this one we have three types of data analyzing charts we can use. And the first one is a dot plot. A dot plot's great for things with integers, things with straight numbers. Dot plots do great counts. They're not really awesome if you have more than 50 or so items. It gets kind of tedious to plot them and you kind of lose the point. So dot plots are great if you've just got a bunch of numbers of something. Bar graphs. Bar graphs are great because they can measure an amount going up or down and let us know comparison between amounts. Dot plots, or not dot plots, bar graphs do great with fractions. They do great with decimals. They don't really care, so they're good for that information. And they're good for information where the numbers are extremely high, like the lowest number is extremely high. The last one we were looking at is a circle graph or a pie chart. Circle graphs are great when you have the whole data of a situation and you can give percents. So you can divide it down into percents. So let's look and see if we can figure out the best type of chart for a couple of these. So a bicycle shop sells 23, 4, 17, 11, and 23 bikes over 5 weekdays. Specific integer numbers. These happen to be all whole numbers, even make them the best. And they're not a terribly lot. There's a little more than 50, but there's definitely under 100, so it's not bad. So this would be a great thing for a dot plot. I will say that given preferences, I would also say it'd be great for a bar graph, but that's just kind of me. Let's look at another one. So we've got one here that says that Town's 5 traffic enforcement officers hand out 14, 8, 10, 4, and 15 good driving citations. What part of the total number of citations do the top 2 officers hand out? We're looking for a part of a total. A part of a total is the same thing. Remember we talked about before, to get a ratio or to get a percent, you want a part of the whole. By the way, this here is the point value one. So a part of a whole, that is a percent. So this is a percentage one, and we know that circle graphs do great percents. By the way, I won't hold it off if you write pie chart. Just recognize that a circle graph is what it's actually called. So, in summary, 1 is a dot plot. I could argue easily for a bar graph given that there's so many numbers, because it is a lot. 23 and 23 is almost 50 itself. So I could argue, or I'd happily argue, that this could be a bar graph. But a dot plot seems to fit it best. The other thing I can do is this circle graph is a percent, a part of a whole. So anytime we can get a percent, we're doing that. So remember this one, pay attention to what you're doing. Just follow it step by step. Thanks.